if you're like me and you were born in the late 1980s or even the early 1990s and you grew up mostly a 90s child, then you probably remember a certain television show about costume fighting superheroes. Of course, I'm talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's Morphin Time! And that was a great show. It was the first of its kind back then, you know, out of Japan, because Japan had the Sentai from like I think the 60s or the 70s. So the first season of that we got in America was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I was a big fan, and of course my favorite Ranger, like many, was Tommy, the Green Ranger. Now, if you remember correctly, and I hope I'm remembering correctly, he lost his powers because of the green candle, and he went off the show, came back as the Green Ranger again temporarily, and then became the White Ranger. And I actually met Jason David Frank, so, you know, I met my childhood hero. Dragonzord! Now, when I was a kid, I asked my dad to take me to Toys R Us one day because I wanted the Dragon Dagger. Everybody wanted that. I saw one kid in my class back in the first grade who had it. He brought it in for show and tell, and I was immediately hooked. I wanted that thing. We went to Toys R Us. They were sold out completely. Sold out. So I ended up getting one eventually. My dad actually had to call Bandai and order it. Order one for me and for my sister, who doesn't even like Power Rangers that much. So I got it, and that one over time I guess broke or just got lost or something like that, and then I found another one in my cousin's store a couple years ago, and I have it right here, the Dragon Dagger. You know, this one's pretty cool. I like this one a lot. You know, it's the classic 1990s version of it, but I recently just picked up something that I think you're all gonna like. Booyah! The Legacy Dragon Dagger. And I'm gonna unbox it right now. Okay, so I'm keeping the original Dragon Dagger in front of me so I can get like a scale of like how, so you can actually see how big it is compared, the new one is compared to the old one. So here we go. Here we go. There we go. Wow. Holy crap. That is my first impression is, holy crap. Look at this motherfucking thing. Excuse my language, but look at that compared to that. I hope you can see it good. Wow. Look at the detail on that one. Look at the detail on that one. Oh my god. This thing is honestly, holding it, I feel like the Green Ranger. This actually, I can't believe I mean, I still love this thing, I do, because it's like, you know, childhood memory, but that's probably the only reason I love it now that I'm holding this one. I mean, this one, you know, it's just, you know, I don't want to say cheap, but it's kind of is a cheap version of it, of the show's model. This, however, this is freaking unbelievable. This thing is so, it's heavy, it's not like lightweight. This one's light. This one's like I can pick it up with my pinky. This one's at least 3 pounds or 4 pounds or something like that, because this thing is heavy as heck. Wow. So I think to turn it on now, I think, there we go. Now it's on. You just, the little thing that used to make the sound on the old one is the on and off button for this one. Okay, and if I'm correct, I believe that, I think if you still press on that button, it still makes the sound. Hang on. Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't make the sling sound anymore. Like when you know, when you press on this one, when you press this, it used to go shing shing, and I think it does on this one somewhere, but I forgot because I watched a few online videos. But let's try the buttons. I think this one is the actual Power Ranger theme. No, oh, actually no, that's the slash. Cool. This one. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's all the slashing. Okay. So that's how it goes, the slashing. Really quick, I fiddled with the instructions. That's probably why there's like another jump cut in the video. I figured out how to make all the sounds now. So if you press the buttons regularly, you get a few slashing sounds. You know, like a blade hitting a blade. Another slashing sound. But if you hold down the mouthpiece, you get one of the sounds that he would use to call the Dragonzord with. This one, same thing, you get another sound, but I think I like this one a little bit more. Now that sounds way better than the original Dragon Dagger friggin' sounds. I mean, if you've ever played with the original one, then you know it makes like, I don't know, it's like cheap, like it's, again, cheap versions of these sounds. And of course, if you play the middle one, then you get so yeah, that's the meat and potatoes of this Dragon Dagger. But I gotta say, I mean, it was well worth the buy because this thing is amazing. I mean, this is like almost like you could be the real Green Ranger, and this would be like the actual Dragon Dagger. That is how sick this is. Die cast. I mean, the metallic feel of it. I mean, compared to this, I mean, the blade on the original one. I'll leave that one right there. The blade on the original one is like a soft or hard rubber, and there's not really much detail. I mean, over time it's faded. It probably looked a little bit better back in, you know, like 1990s when it was first made. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Like back in the day, this was the thing to have. This was the version to have. But now this one completely outclasses this one in terms of just like overall quality. I mean, this one back in the day I think cost maybe like 40, 50 bucks. I think that's what it cost. This one cost me like around 80 bucks. Honestly, I'm so glad I spent the money. I was reserved about getting this because I didn't want to spend the 80, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? You gotta live a little bit and you gotta like buy the stuff that you like. And fortunately, I'm okay to buy it right now. So I'm glad I purchased this thing. I am so happy. And if I ever decide to get the Green Ranger cosplay costume, which probably will be a long time down the road, seeing as how I don't have that kind of money yet, having this in my holster, if I ever decide to go as the Green Ranger for like a Halloween, like in 2017 or 18 or something like that, then man, oh man, I'm very happy because this is a great way to start. So there you have it. That is the Legacy Dragon Dagger, and this is of course the original Bandai Dragon Dagger. If you have a chance to pick this thing up, I would recommend it. Yeah, it's a little pricey. It's not too bad, but it's well worth the buy. I mean, you'll be happy. You'll definitely be happy buying this thing. If you were a fan of the original show and you're a fan of the Green Ranger, like I am, then pick it up. You will not be disappointed. Till the next review or the next unboxing, guys, Dragon out.
That could be a problem.